Hi, my name is Mark Clifford, and today I'm going to be talking about the promotion for the Rise of the Resistance for Disney Deep Dive #2. So, just a little about the Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance is a massive 18-minute multi-room attraction at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The attraction was announced at the D23 Expo in 2015, and it officially opened to the public on December 5th, 2019, in Disney Hollywood Studios at Galaxy's Edge. Rise of the Resistance is the most technologically advanced attraction across Disney World, with 65 animatronics and advanced CGI that has given the ride critical acclaim. This is by far the most popular ride in Disney World right now. It has just garnered huge crowds, and because of these huge crowds, they had to implement a virtual queue system. This was the first attraction in Disney World to do this. They would have these boarding groups where, like, groups of people would go on at different times in the day. You would have to wake up at like 5 in the morning to even try to get on a boarding group, like 2 or 3 hours before rope drop. So it was a huge deal. If you wanted to ride it, you really had to work for it. And now they just do a normal line for it, and usually the wait time is from like 100 minutes to 180 minutes. And if you can get below 100 minutes, consider yourself lucky. So this was a highly promoted attraction for Disney, and is by far, like I said, the biggest attraction in Disney World right now. And there's really three reasons why it is the biggest attraction in Disney World right now, and it's because of before the ride opened to the public, they did a media event where there was a lot of local and national coverage of the ride, where they filmed some promotional videos. And the secondly is the blogs and just overall coverage leading up to opening day, where a lot of bloggers were talking about the different news that was being leaked about the ride, and just YouTube videos about it. And third, it was the social media. So first, I'm going to talk about the media event. So right before the ride was released to the public, a big media day was held to help bring Rise of the Resistance to the news cycle. And on this day, there were local and national news outlets that came to cover the new attraction while they were in Galaxy's Edge, so that viewers and readers can kind of get a better understanding of what it was like. So the park was open during this time, but they just weren't allowed in Galaxy's Edge while this media day was going on. What made this such an important part for Rise of Resistance popularity was because it was just such strong news coverage. There were tons and tons of outlets there to cover the event. This was like a couple of days before the ride was open to the public, and it generated a ton of excitement around the attraction. Different news outlets were talking about, just all the animatronics, just how there was different rooms, and how it was just very interactive, more interactive than any other ride, probably in any theme park around the world. And it just made the audience realize that this was a big event for Disney. And Disney World is always topping itself, and they always just know how to push the limits of what theme parks can be. And for something to be this big and this newsworthy was just huge for Walt Disney World. And this media event really helped capitalize just just how big the Rise of the Resistance was. So secondly, it's blogs and coverage for opening day. So like I said, a lot of stuff was getting leaked out to the public, whether it be, they were having Daisy Ridley just reprising her role as Rey on the ride, or just the animatronics, or how it was just even multi-roomed. It was a multi-room attraction. They were just slowly and gradually leaking out information just for different parts of the attraction. And as more and more information was released, bloggers were jumping all over it, writing articles, kind of giving their opinion, and it was just getting them very, very excited for the ride. And when Disney released this information, the public was listening, and they also got very, very excited. So people were definitely looking at blogs, and a lot of YouTubers, a lot of travel YouTubers, Disney YouTubers would cover these updates and give their opinions on the attraction. And for the most part, everybody was super excited about this ride. The way Disney kind of gradually let out information kind of just generated so much buzz and excitement. And this is by far one of the biggest opening day attractions ever. or like when the ride came out, it was a huge deal. And the earned media coverage just really generated a ton of buzz around the attraction. And it was just a really major event for Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios was really in desperate need of a revamp before Galaxy's Edge was introduced and Toy Story Land was introduced. And when Galaxy's Edge did come along, it was just a huge and major deal. It really brought a lot more people to the park, and it's really one of the main reasons why people go to Disney World now is to see Galaxy's Edge and kind of ride the Rise of the Resistance, or just go into the other parts of the Galaxy's Edge. And thirdly, is social media, and this one seems kind of obvious, but Disney posted all of their social media channels about this. They knew it was going to be a big deal, and they were just kind of showing off the new attraction. But what really kind of catapulted this was the guests posting on social media. Since the ride was so interactive, there's cast members talking, like kind of are part of the whole show. A lot of guests were taking videos, taking pictures of the ride, and they would be posting it on social media, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. This ride was just, if you're going to Disney World or somebody in Disney World, odds are that they're posting this, on their stories or posting this on Instagram. It's just a big major thing you do in Walt Disney World. And the Stormtrooper room is probably one of the most recognizable parts of Walt Disney World now, and that's basically all because of social media. Being lucky enough to have been on the attraction, you walk into a room and there's hundreds of stormtroopers in front of you, and it's honestly really cool to see. And it's just it's kind of hard to not take a picture and just stop in awe and just stare at it, because it's really cool. And like I said about the blogs, when a lot of people are posting about it, it generates a ton and tons of buzz, and it really incentivizes guests to go to the park and kind of see this for themselves. Because when you post a picture can only do so much. People want to see, like, there's no way there's that many stormtroopers there. Like, they want to go and see it themselves. So yeah, it just really incentivizes people to go to the parks and just kind of go on this interactive attraction. And that's it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.